Hello, good morning, my dear students. This is Thiru sir, your assistant teacher. So, welcome to the online classes of Sri Eknath Rao Khadse Talent English Medium School, Muktanagar. So, dear students, today we are going to study NCERT textbook Social Study History part. Okay. So, already we have discussed the first chapter. Today we are going to discuss the second chapter. The chapter name is From Hunting, Gathering to Growing Food. Right. What is the topic? From hunting, gathering to growing food. Means starting hunting and gathering till today, growing. Means how they developed to the agriculture things, agriculture fields, cropping systems. So first point is, we have to discuss the title name. Already just we discussed that. Means in the ancient people, the previous thousands years ago or thousands years ago, they don't know how to grow the crops. Only they know gathering, hunting and eating. That's it. They never think for the future. They always think the present situation, the present problem. In this way, only they are giving more importance about the hunting and gathering the food substances. Okay. So first things, the early people, why were they all on the move? First question is, why they are moving different places? What were the main reasons? Why they don't know to settle in one place? So what was the main reasons to move one place to another place frequently? So it has some content for you. I will read, then after I will going to explain to you. We know about people who lived in the subcontinent as early as 2 million years ago. Today we describe them as hunter-gatherers. The name comes from the way in which they go or get their food. Generally, gathered food, roots, nuts, seeds, leaves, stalks and eggs. Hunter-gatherer moved from one place to place. There are many reasons for this. What are the reasons? First, if they had stayed at one place for a long time, they would have eaten up all the available plants and animals. Plants and animal resources. Therefore, they would have to go elsewhere in search of food. Second, animals move from place to place either in search of smelly prey or in the case of deer and wild cattle in search of grass and leaves. This way, those who hunted them had to follow their movement. Third things, plant and trees bear fruits in different seasons. So people may have moved from seasons to seasons in search of different kinds of plants. Fourth, plants and animals need water to survive. Water is found in lake, streams and rivers. While many rivers and lakes are perennials with water throughout the years, others are seasonal. People living on their banks would have had to go in search of water during the dry season, winter and summer. So the students, the first question's answer we have already got. What is the main things? Though they are move one place to another, that's why they called hunter-gatherers. That's why they call hunter-gatherers. And they always moving one place to another places. So what are the main reasons behind it? So what the main reason? First thing is, if they stay one place, it would complete all the animals and plants and each and everything. Each and everything resources. That's why what they're doing, until complete this, they are going to, some members going to another places that they could get plenty of things for eating, right? And second things, though they are hunting the animals, tiger, deer, according to their movement, they actually, the animals, they can't stay in one place, right? So what they're doing, according to their movement, they have to follow them, then only they can able to hunt them, otherwise they cannot. That's why what the people are doing in ancient time, they are following the movement of the animals, where they're going, they're following them. So like this, they are changing the places, they changing places, one place to another, right? And third point is, what they're doing, third things is, though the fruits and the different type of vegetation and fruits, different things is, fruits, roots, is everything, according to the seasons, it's growing. According to the season, it is growing. That's why what they're doing, according to the seasons, they are changing from one place to another places. Some place mango will, some place different type, different fruits. So different fruits growing in different places, and the different fruits growing in different seasons. That's why according to the seasons, the peoples, the early human beings, they're changing the places according to the seasons. Are you getting my point? Next, the fourth point is water problem. Listen to me. There is not available in all the places same. What? Water. They can't get. Some have the perennial rivers, some have the peninsular rivers. So those peninsular rivers means only that is the water will available only some seasons only, right? In rainy season only the water will available, but in other seasons like summer or winter, in that seasons they can't get water in that places, and those persons are living in that places, they must change into other place where the water always available. That's what they're doing. According to the seasons, due to get plenty of water, they have to change from one place to another places. So in this way, they are changing one place to another places to live some better life or to get some useful things in time, right? Now we discuss, how do we know about the people? Those ancient peoples, did you see them? We never see them. Thousands years ago, one person means they can't live above 80 years. Nowadays 50 years may be possible or not. But what is the main things? Anybody can't see. But how we came to know about them? Let you see. What are the things by we are getting? Archaeologists have found some of the things hunter-gatherers made and used. It is likely that people made and tools and stones, wood and bone, of which stone tool have survived best. Some of these stones or tools were used to cut meat and bone, scrap bark from trees, and hide animal skins. Chop roots and roots, some may have been attached to handle of bone or wood to make a spear and arrows for hunting. Other tools were used to chop wood, which was used for firewood. Wood was also used to make hunts and tools. So the students, how we came to know about the ancient people, that how they're living, what their living styles is and everything, how we came to know about them? Only due to our archaeologists. Archaeologists, what is their duty? To find the old things from this soil. To find the old things from the soil. By the things means what they made and what they used in their daily lives. By that things we came to know that what they're using and what they're doing and how they're living. By the things which is made by the ancient peoples. They're cutting, means wood cutting purpose or hunting purpose or different work purpose, what things they're used. What things they are using. By finding that, we came to know properly idea about the ancient peoples and their standard of living. So we have shown the pictures, some pictures given in your textbook. You can see and you can imagine that how they're doing and how they're living. Next, choosing a place in to live in means in India, where the peoples, what type of peoples are living in which places, we are going to focus on it. So having pictures of India map, look at map 2 below. All the places marked with red triangles and a site from which archaeologists have found evidence of hunting gathering lived in many more places. Only some are shown on the map. Many sites was located near the source of water, such as rivers and lakes. So the students knows very well that in the ancient peoples, the peoples generally lived in the river valley side. Why? Because first things, if you want to live, first of all we need the water, isn't it? That's why where the plenty of water is available, the people are living in that places. That's why according to this point, all the ancient human beings are generally lived in the bank of the rivers. In this way that they can get more water to survive. So in India, maximum places are given here, some red triangle given, means what peoples are living there, and these are the living places that can live happily. Next, stone tools were important. People tried to find places where good quality stone was easily available, right? So in this way, different things they try to use for hunting, and they use different types of tools of stone, bone, and some strong metals, right? Next, we'll discuss finding out about fire. Now we are going to discuss how the people find the fire. It is very interesting and is very important also. Keep in mind. In ancient time, what happens that we discuss now. Finding the kernel caves on map 2 point. Traces of ice have been found here. This suggests that people were familiar with the use of fire. Fire could have been used for many things as a source of light, to roast meat, and to scare away animals. So the students find the kernel caves. You know kernel caves of Telangana, Kernel district. In the Kernel district of Telangana, it can visible the kernel caves. In that kernel caves, what happens? It has traces some ashes for found here, means some ashes founded in that cave. It means the ancient peoples, they know the use of the fire, and it has the 3 benefits. One is they using for light. Another things to roasting the flesh, meat, or another things. Third things is to make fear or away from the animals, to make scare away from the animals. Okay, so like that, in this way there are plenty of things are present here. So in this way they are used to make. So how to, first things, finding out the fires. So fire is what happens once a big rock roll down and beat or collided with another stones. When the scratching of each other sparked and the fire created. This all things is the ancient peoples are looking. Then after it started burning and the forest was completely burnt. In that forest, number of animals also died. Then after they tasted the animal flesh, it was very tasty. Then after they came to know that yeah, it is something special. They also started to do. In this way, they find the fire. And then after they came to know the benefits of the fire. Then after they started to develop it. Now dear students, we are going to discuss a changing environment. What happens? How it change today's environment and the ancient environment? What were the changes of it? So we have focus on it. Around 12,000 years ago, there were major change in the climate of the world, with a shift of relatively warm conditions. In many areas, this led to the development of grasslands. This is turned to lead and increase the number of deer, antelope, goat, sheep and cattle. That is animal that survived on grass. Those who hunted these animals now followed them, learning about their food habit and their breeding seasons. It is likely that this helped people to start thinking about herding and rearing these animals themselves. Fishing also become important. Then after what happens means around 12,000 years ago, means there are a number of plenty of grasslands are present. Though the plenty of grasslands are present, so the deers, different type, which animals is depend upon the grassland. So they increasing day by day, and their numbers also increasing. Then after the hunter also, it was become easier for them, but they have to run and they have to capture them, they have to catch them, they had to hunt them. That was very difficult. So they followed them. Year was going on. Gradually, they got an idea that for rearing and keeping the animals among themselves. Then after what happens? They started to rearing, and fishing wasn't very important for them. Then at the beginning of the farming and herding. Now, how they started to farming? What were the reasons that they got that we can also farm it, we can also grow it, how much we required? This thinking, this idea, how they got, let us discuss first. This was also a time when the several grains bearing grasses including wheat, barley and rice grew naturally in different parts of the subcontinent. Men, women and children probably collected these grains as food and learned where they grew. And when they ripened, this may have led them to think about growing plants on their own. In this way, people become farmers. People could also attract and then tame animals by leaving food for them near their settles. The first animal to be tamed was wild ancestor of the dog. Later, people encouraged animals that were relatively gently to come near the camps where they lived. These animals such as sheep, goat, cattle and also the pig lived in herds, and most of them ate grass. Often people protected these animals from attacks by other wild animals. This is how they become herders. Can you think of any reasons why the dog was perhaps the first animals of the tamed? All standard in the second note, right? Second unit, you have already discussed that how the dog became pet animals of the persons, right? So that was the literature story. So this, listen to me. So gradually, then of this, what the main things, they're living one place to another places, right? Means after completing this area, all the foods and hunting each and everything, when it will complete, they leaving the places, they're going to another places. In this way, they're roaming and roaming again the same place where they came. They thought and they recalled that we sit there and they ate there some years, sometimes before. Then they recall, oh, they will see, they saw in that areas some small plants. In that plants also they have some different type of fruits. At that time they have realized that, oh, by the seeds again the plant may raise. Then after what they did, they started to farming. They collected the reef fruits seeds. They kept. Then after they sow it. After some days, it started to grow the plants. In this way, gradually they came to know how to grow. Then after they became the master of the growing the crops. Right? In this way, not only these things but also how they started to hunt. Then after, in this way, to protecting themselves, the crops and each everything, they started to keep some pet animals. First is dog. To protect themselves and protect the crops, each and everything, they started to make as a pet animals to the dog. Then after, one by one, then after gradually, one by one, goats, sheep, cattle, gradually it developed and they came together. Then after the peoples started to save them from the wild animals. In this way, these all are become pet animals of the human beings. Right? Now we are going to discuss a new way of life.